Hi everybody, this reading is going to be for Gemini. So if you're dealing with a Gemini or you are a Gemini, welcome guys. Okay Gemini, so today we're going to see what you need to know as well as what you can expect from the situation and possible outcome. Remember guys, only take what resonates and leave the rest to whoever needs to hear that message. Don't try to force anything. If it's not your story, it's not your story. Please, whether it's good or bad, don't try to force it. Okay? Spirit, please tell me, what does Gemini need to know at this time? What is so important that Gemini needs to know at this time, please? Okay, so we got the Star, the High Priestess, and the Devil. Okay. Gemini, so there is someone who's obsessively thinking about you. With the Star, you're very present on their mind. You are a star to them. So whether you're putting yourself out there, whether it's the way you carry yourself, this person has their eye on you. This person feels with the Star energy that you're like in a very optimistic energy. So with the High Priestess, I feel like this person's not going to tell you that. They're keeping it a secret. And with the Devil, it's like obsessive thinking. Like they're just like, wow, how is Gemini doing that? How is Gemini able to heal after everything they've been through? How is Gemini able to still hold their own no matter what has happened? Like there's a sense of admiration that this person has for you. It's like they don't understand you. They don't understand how someone that's been through so much can be so happy. With the Devil here, it's like this person wants like a grasp on your energy is what I'm feeling. Like they want some of what you're having, Gemini. Whatever you're making look good, this person wants some of that. They want to know what you know. You just seem so mysterious. Like it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's silly because it's not silly, but you just, Gemini, like you could just be walking, like you just went through like the craziest chaotic thing, right? And then the next day you come out and you're just like, hey, how is everybody doing? And this person is like, didn't you just go through that thing the other day? Like, aren't you bothered by that? And you're just like, no, like, it's okay. It happened, but that's it. Like, what am I supposed to do? So this person is kind of like, how are you okay after everything that's gone on? So this person does see you as being very mysterious here. And with the Devil, they're just wanting to attach to you because they're wondering, like, how does Gemini do it? How does Gemini keep their faith? How are they able to guide themselves so well? So this person admires you, but they're also kind of weirded out by you is what I'm getting. Tell me about the Star, the Tower, and the Eight of Swords. So I feel this person didn't expect to see you in that light. I feel like it came out of nowhere for them. They may have heard about you, Gemini. There was something that was brought to this person's attention with the Page of Cups over here. So I feel whatever was brought to this person's attention, it's like they can't get it out of their head. They can't process how you've been able to pull yourself together despite the chaos. I feel also with the High Priestess energy a sense of healing as well. So Gemini, you could possibly be someone who was attached to energies that weren't necessarily good for you. I feel like these people that you've dealt with have taken advantage of you. It was like whenever they needed you, you were there, but whenever you needed them, they were non-existent. And now these people are seeing you in a different light. And sometimes, from what it looks like here, it looks like it's word of mouth with this Page of Cups. So this person heard something about you, and it has to do with the fact that you're shining, you're putting yourself out there, you're either going to school, have a good job, you're putting it on social media. These people are noticing, and now someone is telling this person who you possibly haven't talked to with the High Priestess about your glow up, what you're doing, and they haven't been able to process it. They're like, what, really? Like, Gemini did what? Or Gemini has been doing what? So this person is trying to have what you're having. They want to be whatever you're on because you just make it look so good. Tell me about the High Priestess. The Nine of Swords. Secretly, this person is stressing. Ace of Wands. This person is stressing because they just see you as being someone very mysterious. Someone mysterious, someone quiet, someone who's not saying what they're doing. Like, you're not telling anyone your power moves. It's like they don't notice until you put it out there. They don't notice until you put it out there. So with the Ace of Wands here, I feel like this person saw something that you're taking on, a new opportunity, or maybe you're just working out. Maybe you just have a new job. Maybe you just bought a new car. Maybe you got something good going on. Whatever this may be, this person saw it. This person saw it, and now they're just thinking, like, how did Gemini do it? How did Gemini get that opportunity? It's like they're curious about what you're doing. And they're in deep thought about your abundance. 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Maybe you're starting something new elsewhere with someone else. And this person's like back and forth, like, what? How is Gemini doing it? You moved away, went to calmer waters, and now it looks like you're committed and successful elsewhere. And this person's wondering, how did they do it? How did Gemini do it? This person can't believe that you've been able to get through your healing journey unfazed. But little does this person understand what you've been through. This person doesn't understand the lies, the deceit, the betrayal that you've been through, and how you've had to tackle everything head on. So this person, you make it look easy, but your healing journey has been not so easy, to say the least. Tell me about the High Priestess. The Sun in the reverse. Wow. They're not happy. Secretly, they're not happy. They're not happy with your glow up. It's like a jealousy thing, I feel. They're over here scared of change, scared of the unknown, and you're over here growing, traveling, doing whatever's best for you. Enjoying whatever you want to enjoy. You've been able to sleep good at night, putting the past to rest, making new connections, while this person over here wants some type of interaction with you. Maybe they're waiting for you to reach out, but you're just kind of like, nah, not right now, I'm good. I'm working on myself right now, I'm good. I had clarified this already, right? And I put it away. Well, I guess Spirit needed us to know that this person is not happy with the fact that you're so mysterious. This person's not happy with the fact that you haven't been posting as often. Maybe that's why it hit this person out of nowhere, because you don't post at all, Gemini, and then the moment you do, bam, this person's like wondering like, what, how did they do it, why did they do it, what about me, what's in it for me? So I feel this person's not happy with the fact that you've just been so quiet. Tell me about the devil. 3 of Swords, Ace of Cups. This person's still stuck on a situation where they feel you hurt them. And with the Ace of Cups here, they would like to offer you something again. But you've moved away already. It's too late. This person is still attached to that, like, it's like they're feeling resentment for the way things turned out between the two of you. Whatever happened between you and this person, it's like they feel resentment towards it because of how good you've been able to move past that situation. But this person's still stuck on that, still thinking negatively of you. They're not happy with you for how distant you've been. They're not happy with the fact that you've been able to heal or at least try to keep the faith in yourself to, you know, get yourself to a better place. This person doesn't like that. And they don't believe that you've been able to do this all on your own. They're like, how? If I haven't been able to do it, why has Gemini been able to do it? But it's because they're still stuck on whatever it is you did to them, quote unquote. But even with all the pain and all that, this person still wants to come around with that Ace of Cups. What is this person's intentions with Gemini, please? The 4 of Wands in the reverse. This person does not get along with you. They do not like you. And it's because of your growth. Because you've been able to move away. You haven't returned. You haven't given them the time of day. With the moon, they're like, at one point they thought you would, you know, probably reach out, be the same old you. But now with the moon, they're not even sure who you are anymore. 4 of Cups, they know that you're not going to give them that same interest anymore. Page of Pentacles, they'll try to reach out, see where your head is at, but your head is on the money. Your head is on your independence, on your stability, on your success, whether it's by yourself or with someone else. That's all that's on your mind. But this person doesn't want to believe it. They don't want to believe that you're just doing better, making power moves, while they're on the sidelines not happy for your growth or your stability. What can Gemini expect from this situation, please? What can Gemini expect from this situation? The Hermit, Knight of Cups, and King of Swords. King of Swords, I feel like that's your energy being more direct, more strict. You have more of a plan this time around when you deal with people. You know where they're coming from this time around because you've dealt with them before. So with the Hermit here, I feel like you know better. I feel like you've taken the time to do that inner work, inner soul searching. I feel like you know who to have around and who not to. And you're going with the flow with the Knight of Cups. You're just taking it easy. You're doing whatever feels right for you. You're not necessarily trying to pick the pace up at the moment. You're just trying to get on by. I mean, you've been through it already, Gemini. You've had some hardships. You've dealt with people who say they like you, but they end up hurting you in return. But you're not holding grudges. I don't feel you holding grudges. Like, I just feel you being like more attentive this time around, more smart about things this time around. You're not letting your feelings dictate everything. You're thinking more with your head this time and not your heart. While you're over here doing the inner work, the person who is stuck on you, that person who's stuck on you, I feel like they're still trying to convince themselves of what they want in their lives. Sure, they're curious to see what you're up to. Maybe they want to offer you something that you can't refuse. But with the 9 of Swords and 10 of Cups, it's like they stress out at the fact that they can't find someone who's given them that care and attention that you have. Whenever someone needs anything, you're there. Whenever someone needs to hear some truth, you're there. You don't even think twice with the Knight of Swords. But now you have to start thinking about yourself. 9 of Pentacles. Now it's time to think about yourself, and I feel like that's when you're going to start noticing who's really there for you and who isn't. Tell me about the Hermit, please. 6 of Wands. You're focused on your success. You're giving yourself that attention you deserve now. And people are watching you as well. People are very aware of you, Gemini. Page of Swords, they're watching you. And the 4 of Pentacles, they're watching you hold your own. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. The Lovers. You're choosing to go with the flow because people tend to meddle in your connections. With the Emperor here, I feel like there's someone who tries to get in between you and your growth. This Emperor feels like someone that could be strict with you, Gemini. This person can be very, like, authoritarian towards you. But now you're the King of Swords, so you're fighting back. Not necessarily physically, but you're talking back. You're standing your ground. You're holding your own. You're not letting people push you around this time. And these people feel intimidated by you. Because no matter what people have done to push you down, you've been able to pick yourself back up. Tell me about the King of Swords. The 4 of Swords. And you're putting that to rest. Yeah, 2 of Swords. I feel like you could give these people a taste of a piece of your mind, I mean. But you're holding that back. You're like, nah, it's alright. Like, I don't need to start anything. I'm just gonna put it to rest. It's fine. I'll take it easy. I'll be calm. You're not trying to outdo anybody. You're not trying to hurt anybody. You're just trying to show people that you can't be messed with. And I feel like that's going to be very clear. So expect, Gemini, for people to still have an eye on you or this specific person that doesn't like you clearly. They don't get along with you. They don't have the best intentions towards you. They're a hater because you're doing good. Maybe this is the person that treats you like crap and you're doing good and they're like, what? Why is Gemini still smiling? Well, it's because you know better. You know this person. You know that they just try to get in your head. And you're choosing to take the high road. You're choosing to take the high road. You could give them a piece of your mind, but you're going to hold it down and you're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to go take a nap. I'll talk to you later. What is the potential outcome, please, for Gemini and this situation? Potential outcome for Gemini and this situation. We got the Tower again. Okay. We've got Judgment, the Six of Cups, the King of Swords again, and the Tower. Okay, Gemini, so out of nowhere, you're going to have a conversation with this person. Whoever this person is that you're at odds with, you're going to have a conversation with them. And it's going to shake things up with the Tower here. This conversation may have to do with whatever hurts this person. I feel like this person is just feeling hurt and bothered because, again, you don't seem hurt and bothered. So they're going to try to trigger you with something petty. They're going to try to trigger you with something petty, but you're going to be 10 steps ahead of them. You're the man with the plan now, or the woman with the plan. Take it as it resonates. But you've learned from your past. You've learned from the past with this person. And with the Judgment card, they're not going to expect you to stand your ground. This is actually going to put you to the test, I feel, Gemini. It's like you're a calm, easygoing person. Like you're good until you're triggered, right? And I feel like when we get to the what you can expect here, I feel like you're gonna expect to see people noticing you more. They're gonna start seeing you being more chill, more relaxed, but strict at the same time, right? So in the outcome, I feel like this is where you're actually going to put that out there. You're actually going to show people that you're not to be messed with. Here your energy is already giving it off, but here is where the actual action is going to happen. Tell me about the Tower. Six of Wands again. This moment that you're going to have with this person, this discussion, it's going to prove your point. It's going to prove that you were right about them the whole time. It's going to prove that you're the one standing on your high horse for a reason. They're going to try to crumble things down for you. They're going to try to get in your head. This person sees you happy, sees you unfazed, and they're going to come in, try to piss you off, try to make you mad. But you're going to show them that you're taking the high road with that Six of Wands. You're going to be like, what? I didn't know you were such a hater or something like that. But I don't feel like it's going to faze you. Tell me about the King of Swords. The Knight of Swords. This conversation is going to be very impulsive. Again, it's like you're going to be laughing and then this person's going to be like, oh, so you think that's funny, or like something petty. I can't get that word out of my head. Petty. So expect this to be a conversation that is just like out of nowhere. You won't expect it, but again, it's going to prove your point that, you know, you're on the high horse for a reason, and it's because you've decided to be grown, be an adult about the whole thing, instead of this person who's just being immature about the situation. Tell me about the Six of Cups. The Chariot. Tell me more about the Six of Cups. The Five of Swords. Yeah, you're taking control of this situation. You're learning from the past and using that to your advantage. Judgment here, you've learned your lessons. You've come to the realization that you're in control. You're more in control than you think. Tell me about the Judgment card and the Hierophant. Tell me about the Hierophant and Ten of Wands. You've got a lot of responsibility, Gemini, because you're like, you're the person that is defying norms. We do have the Hierophant in the upright, which means, like, you know, doing everything by the book, morals, tradition. But I feel like you are defying that. And I mean it in a good way. I feel like you're learning that not everything has to be perfect. Not everything has to be in like a structure or an order or a sequence. I feel like it's your responsibility to teach the people around you that not everything has to be A, B, C, D. It doesn't have to be 1, 2, 3. It could be A, D, F, G. Like, whatever plan works, right? Like, it doesn't have to necessarily be something sequential. It could be whatever order you want it to be, as long as it gets you to that place of stability or whatever success you're trying to reach. But I feel like you're teaching people along the way. You're teaching people that you can take control of your life, that you can take control of your journey. There's always a plan, there's always a routine to go by. But it doesn't have to be the way people expect things to be. It doesn't have to be like, you know, people go to college, right? And get their degrees, but there's also the people that don't go to college and put in the work, and then they end up being just as successful or even more as someone that went to school, or vice versa. So I feel like you're defying the norms here, which is why it could be pissing someone off around you. Because maybe this person is doing everything right, quote unquote right, and you're over here taking shortcuts, being successful, and they're like, well, like, how? But when it comes to healing from a past situation, there's no easy route. You gotta go within, do the inner work, do the inner healing before you can come out and help others. And that's what people don't understand. People don't understand that there's a whole journey when it comes to growth. It's not just deciding that you want to be a better person. You have to work towards that. And I feel, Gemini, you're teaching people how to do just that. Very deep reading. Very much about your well-being. I'll give you that, Gemini. I like this reading. But this hater, just because you're growing, your spirituality may be growing, you're taking the high road, making conscious decisions, that pisses this person off. Tell me more. Oh, wow. Right when I say that, the snake, competition and enemy, the other woman, look over your shoulder. Whoever this person is, Gemini, they're just hating on the fact that you're grown. Anything else? Mask, hiding true feelings, pretend and dilute, gaslight and personify. Yeah, I feel like this person, instead of straight up telling you what the problem is, they just try to be passive aggressive, or they try to get in your head. Oh, look, backstabbing fell right off of my shoulder. Heartbreak and pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, shocking attack. Let's see, any more messages? Sunglasses, watching, looking, perception, stalking. Tell me more. Shock, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, transformation. Wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. Okay. Any more messages, please, for Gemini? Thank you for the messages so far. So we have lottery, bet on yourself, you bet. Car, get into the driver's seat of your life. I see you've done that. Ocean, go with the flow and flow with the glow. We did see the Knight of Cups earlier. Tell me more, please, about Gemini. Flying, arise and see a higher point of view. And that's the point of view that you've noticed, Gemini, and this person refuses to see. Anything else? Shopping in reverse, pay attention to what energizes you, but in the reverse. I feel like this person doesn't want to see their potential because they're too busy looking at yours. And one more. Childhood home. Remember where you're from and who you really are. And a mindfulness message, please, for Gemini to end the reading. I hope I made sense, guys. I felt like I was all over the place again. A mindfulness message, please, for Gemini. Thank you for the messages so far. So we have hold lightly. I take the things and people that come into my life lightly, not holding on too tight so that when it comes time for them to go, they may go smoothly. This does not mean I love any less, but that I am open to the changes of life. Yes, and that is what is intimidating for people, Gemini, that you've been able to understand that, you know, not everyone's your friend, not everyone has your best intentions at heart. You can do your best to be the best person you can be, regardless of the fact that these people don't do right by you, and that's okay. You'll get your good karma for that, okay? So don't, just because someone doesn't acknowledge you for the person that you are, doesn't mean that you're not that person. You are a good person, and if you project yourself that way, expect to attract great people. Okay, guys, so this is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me, Gemini, and I hope you were able to obtain some advice, and I'll see you guys again soon. Take care.